I'm never ever organized for winter. I'm not your mommy. It's sort of a morbid subject to talk about. Make just a nicer little addition to their pen. These are so heavy. Watch my kitty. Leave the kitty. No.
I just Uncle falling in love.
Good morning. Happy New Year. Finished chores this morning and I'm like, do I have to? But I better take down the Christmas tree. It's like the saddest day. There's really not a lot going on today. I told Carissa tomorrow we're gonna get back at actual sheep jobs that have been sort of pushed to the side while we accomplish lambing and Christmas and all the things. So sort of sad. Another year done. You are crooked. How about that? So in this new year, 2024, I have decided to attempt to do a sheep version of a bullet journal. I've been doing a bullet journal in the house that sort of is a general overview of life, work, social media, that sort of thing all blended together. And I still want to do that in the house because when I sit down in the morning, drink my coffee, I have it right there on my kitchen table and I just look at it. It quiets the noise, I have to say. Over the years, I've been using these just cheap, at a glance, like year at a glance, month at a glance. I really like seeing a month right in front of me with all the dates that I have to keep track of. I also like the fact that it's an entire year. So I want to replicate that in the bullet journal, and that's good. It's going to take me a long time to set it up, I realize, but I think I'm going to like it. So I've just sat down here quickly and wrote a list of things that I want to sort of keep track of. You guys can tell me if I'm missing stuff. I'll probably keep thinking of stuff as I go. The dates I want to track are breeding dates, seedering dates, vaccinations, lambing, hoof trimming, shearing, feed changes, shipping dates with number of lambs that I'm shipping, sorting ewes or evaluations, cull ewe evaluations, ewe lamb activities, so that's selecting them, vaccinating them, keeping up to date with their cycle, because there's quite a bit of activity that goes on with replacing your ewe lambs every year. Lice treatments, and then wean dates and scan dates is sort of what I have. Now, some of this stuff, like a wean date, I'm not going to know really until that week, really. Like I like to have a few days in advance so Chris and I can be prepared to do it. So some of those will be sort of like an arrow saying this is the week you have to do it, or in this group of days. And then scan dates sort of depends on my vet. Some of these things I'm not going to be able to really plan ahead too much. The one thing I've found about bullet journaling is it's very flexible. You can just change it as you go. And I've also found that I have to keep it very simple. And I do everything with pencil. Yeah, that's just sort of how I work. I like to have the flexibility to change stuff around. So my bullet journals aren't very pretty, but they're very functional. I've really come to depend and rely on them, so I'm going to do one for the sheep barn and see if I get a little more organized on this end. Mark's already gone back and lit a fire back at the cabin. So today being New Year's Day, I said I'm going to work till noon, and then I want to go back to the cabin to sleep. So I'm going to bring all this stuff back to the cabin, and I'm going to bullet journal for a while. I might read. I just finished my book. I just finished Iron Flame. And that is the second book in the Fourth Wing series. So, very good. I liked Fourth Wing better, if I'm being honest. Don't know what Jess is doing. She's been out 2 nights in a row, very late both nights. So, if she joins us, that would be cool. Starting out 2024, sort of how we finished out 2023, and taking advantage of these days that are sort of rest days.
pass me the lighter standing by the fireplace and just a thing of newspaper?
I do feel nasally. You sound a little nasally.
You're doing better than I was, Isla.
I got 2-1 so far.
Nice.
Hello everyone! I've been working away and I haven't said good morning or good afternoon, and it is actually the afternoon now. We have had a pretty productive day, but because it's the first day back, I just really wanted to get at it, get the work done, and then catch up with you guys. As soon as chores were done, we went across the road and weighed our market lambs. This is the first weight of 2024. So most of that group is almost 4 months old. I think we ended up with 31 ready to go, ranging anywhere from 103 pounds to like 120 something pounds. But what I did want to do, this is my tail ender group already. I mean, you guys just saw the last video, so it's gonna feel like this is like the day after. I think these guys were a week old on Sunday. Today is Tuesday, so they're about 9 days old, which is good. I like to introduce creep in around that 10 to 14 days if I can. I usually just put one pail in and see how long they sort of get at that, just so the feed is fresh. They're already like creeping in here. They figure it out pretty quick. I do have a set of triplets in here. I just wanted to make sure they had access to the creep, just because I know mom's gonna be starting to not have enough milk for 3. So it's nice to get this into them. Yeah, they're already eating away. Crazy. But yeah, the tail enders look pretty good. It did take me a while with a few of these lambs. I was bottle feeding right up till late last week, some of these guys, just to make sure they were getting enough. But now they look pretty good. I think mums have come into their milk as much as they're gonna. But there will be some definite strikes against some of these older ewes when these guys have weaned off, because I did have to pull some twins off, which is never a good sign, especially when there was milk in both sides. So whatever happened, they just, the lambs were going backwards, so I don't know what was happening with them. You guys have not had an update on my little warm room baby. He's doing so good. Hey buddy. He's right here. How's my boy? How's my boy? Hi. Look at your dirty nose. You have a dirty nose. Here's my one. Still doing good. Hi, sweetie. Hi. I'm not your mommy. You have a nanny now. Look. changed the nipples today, and they don't like them. So yeah, you're fine. What is going on? Kitty! Oh, there's a kitty. Come on. Come on. Leave the kitty. No. No. Leave the kitty. Come on. Come on. Oh, guys. Guys, no. Leave it. Did you hear them going crazy?
Who?
The dogs.
No.
We have a cat in the garage. A really pretty black kitty. They were not happy.
Well, they've been going in and out of there for a couple days.
So they had it cornered at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not very hospitable.
Well,
They feel the same way about cats that I do.
I know that.
That's why the dogs and I get along so well.
God. So what are you making?
I'm making myself a workbench
A workbench?
out of ash. Dead ash.
Huh. That's a nice wood.
Yeah.
Those are the legs over there.
Those are the legs. Those are the big things I'm making. I got the plans off the one YouTuber I watch.
What YouTuber?
John, what's his name?
John, what's his name? Is that what he goes by?
No.
Genuinely nothing more depressing than there's nothing more. Like, it is the worst. I hate it. And then there's a big hole here.
It is the worst feeling in the world.
Like, it makes me so sad.
Something like that. That sounds kind of right, to be honest. Anyways, and then I can pick it off that.
Mark got a package today from Truewerk
Truewerk.
that he bought. Are they from the US?
Yes.
It's a US workwear.
Colorado.
Colorado. Well, that looks very much like you. So that's a work
This is
shirt?
long.
Yeah.
Looks too nice for a work shirt.
Maybe
Can I feel it?
Is it flannel?
Not
No.
really. It's to stretch so that when I get my big, when I got a coat.
Oh,
I like that shirt.
good.
So this is their winter coat. They're very big on layering.
Okay.
So I have a hoodie coming yet.
Okay.
Did they like style you?
Oh, that's really nice. It's got a hood.
You're gonna work in those? That's
Oh,
like it.
that's
That's
nice.
like
really
I
nice.
put my earphones on
parka.
still.
Oh,
Waterproof,
that hood's
windproof.
awesome.
You know, so if anyone from Truewerk's watching, you know,
Yeah.
Hit us up. Can I feel
He
it?
likes.
you can hit me up.
I'll put their details in the
Yeah.
description.
I think it looks
I like
nice.
it. You're the one that has to like it.
I gotta do the pants yet. Super bendy.
No,
You can do the squats.
Yeah.
They're very nice. Oh, I like the pockets on the sides.
Foam pocket.
Look at
Right
you.
here.
Okay.
Actually, foam pocket over here.
They're really nice. They're nicely fitted.
A nice line.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I just uncle falling in love.
Good afternoon. Mark hooked up my trailer. He took the truck on me this morning and was nice enough to hook it up when he got back. So we are going to take these 31 lambs to the sales barn here this afternoon. I kind of waited it out because we had a little bit of freezing rain this morning, and we all know that I'm a bit of a baby when it comes to driving the truck and trailer, and I like good conditions on the road. So we have now, it's just a little bit of snow. I just hope they load up okay for me today. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Looks pretty good. How long is that? 8 feet?
No.
10?
I think 80 inches. So 7 something? Not quite.
Very cool. Happy to announce that the roads were fine and I was worried for nothing. But it was raining pretty much the whole way up, so rain plus 0 degrees always makes me a little nervous. The sales barn was empty. I think there was 3 sheep there. So not sure if I picked a good week or a bad week. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. It is just such a gray, dismal winter. Like, I don't want to say I prefer snow, but I prefer sun. Good morning. A little change of pace today. If you remember during Vlogmas, I talked about having a girl Christmas. Today is that day. So on today's menu is chili that I just got together here. My crock pot is falling apart, but chili. And I'm in the middle of making some guacamole. How do you guys make your guac? I cheat. Avocado, of course. And I just use some lime juice and salsa. And then I just mix it until I like the taste. Anyway, that is this morning's mish. Mark went back to the cabin to light the fire, which is where we are hosting this fine event. And then all our decorations are sort of rolled up in a ball right there. I have been talking to Carissa, and I think everything's okay in the sheep world. It did get cold though, so I was a little scared of frozen water lines. So we'll see how she fares across the road. But so far, no SOSs. Good afternoon. Sorry I sort of left you guys out of the loop yesterday. I did not turn on my camera for the rest of the afternoon. My friend showed up here, our friend showed up here at like 2:30, and we sort of talked in the afternoon. We started playing a game called Codewords, I think. It is so good. We played that till like 10 o'clock last night. So it was a really just a good day and a good way to sort of end off our Christmas festivities. But today I thought, you know what? I don't show you guys this side, but we do sometimes have animals that don't make it on the farm. I get asked this a lot, like, what do you do with your mortality? We've had a couple lambs over this last few days. One was a bottle baby that I trained here on last weekend. Him and another one in the bottle baby pen died like the same day, same thing. They just were off their legs. Tried bottle feeding the one. It drank the one night, and then the next morning it wasn't alive. I did get a composter here a year and a half ago. Takes a little bit in the composter. We put a carbon source in it, usually with it, and some manure and some old compost that I have. I don't know if it's right or not, but it seems to do the work. Eventually it'll just get sort of mixed with our manure and then spread back out on the fields. But that is what we do with our animals that don't make it. It's sort of a morbid subject to talk about, but you guys have been with me. You know that this is just what happens. This barn is really good in the winter, to be honest, but the thing with the curtains, they're not automatic over here for ventilation, so I do have to come over here and adjust it based on temperature. The other good thing about this barn is I have an airbag, fresh airbag right there, tube, And it is on. I don't shut that off unless we're into the heavy negative digits, and we're not there yet. So I'm gonna leave that on for fresh air and then perhaps close both the curtains. I do have heat cords and insulation on all my water lines, and they're just unplugged for the summer. So I'm gonna plug those in this afternoon while I'm thinking about it. And I also wanna show you something that I think I'm gonna do for the Golden Girls. I did some more research on my water bowls in there, and I did have one back bowl frozen. So I have closed the curtains as much as I can, and I did shut off my air tube. So I will get Carissa to check in the morning. If everything's thawed out again, I'll get her to turn it on. Hopefully that will melt by morning and we will be good. If not, I know my weekend plans are changed. I'm never ever organized for winter. I am in the Golden Girls barn here, and I did have some plans here. I was originally going to grab a feeder from Belinda, actually. We've already talked. And I was gonna put it here, but I don't think it'll actually fit. So I think this winter what I might do, since they go outside a little bit in the winter, not as much, I thought I would actually extend their pen. So maybe from that pole to maybe that water bowl, old beef cow water bowl, make just a nicer little addition to their pen. Gotta get that gate out of there though. Thinking of grabbing a feeder from Belinda and putting it like here, across here as like part of the penning. And then yeah, just build the pen sort of as a square to the tractor and then over to that pole again. And then they'd have like a little addition here. Part of the reason is because right now my feeder is like way back in the corner, so I gotta go through their pen to feed them hay. It's fine, it's totally doable, but I was like, this would be so much handier because I just have to go in that door and put the hay right there. So that's my thought. How are you doing, Ruby Sue? Oh, goodbye. As friendly as ever. These are so heavy. There. Okay. Okay. It's the easiest way out of here. Watch my camera. Watch my camera. Watch my camera, tomato. Watch my camera. You're welcome. Proof of concept, see if it'll work. I think it will. So what I might do Monday, maybe? I'll talk to Belinda and see when she's available, but I was hoping to put a bale feeder right here. And then I've got all this room here to either bring in a bale or just bring in pieces of a bale. They don't go through it very fast because I think they still do munch on the grass outside, what grass there is under the snow. I like this. I like this better. I just like this better for feeding more than anything. And then gates don't get left open. Who does that? I don't know. Never matter. Good morning. Hanging out on a Saturday morning in my barn. I wanted to make sure my water bowls had thawed. And we have thawed. Now, I did talk to Mark about my heat cords because I thought they were all sort of expired. Even though it says they're working. And I said to Mark, all my heat cords are done. They're not working anymore. And he's like, well, where do you have the thermostat? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, the little black thing with the little knobby on the end. I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's like facing the elements so it knows it's cold and it'll turn on. And he said, no. That has to be pressing against the water line, so it knows when the water line is too cold, and then it will turn on. So he said, grab some zip ties and give that a go. Make sure you have them where they're supposed to be, and I don't. I already see it right here. Look at this.
My bad.
Okay. I think I got it the right way now. It's a pretty easy fix, so we'll see if this works. So I just turned it around and put it right against the water pipe there, and then I zipped both ends of it, so hopefully that will warm up if it gets too cold. I literally did this everywhere. That one needs fixed. That one needs fixed. Oh my god, literally every single one. So even though I feel a little dumb, I feel really good that these are all on right and that I don't have to replace them because they're very expensive. Hopefully that will keep us going for a bit. Well, for the rest of the day, Mark has suggested that we needed a date today. So Jack gave us a gift certificate for a restaurant in London that we actually haven't been to. It's on the other side of town, so it's a bit of a hike. But there's a couple stores down there that I would like to see. I am in desperate need of some more wool socks. I love wool socks, and some wool lung underwear. I have a pair on right now and they're so nice. I don't know what's taken me so long to put them on this year. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a little date today, which is kind of fun. Behave yourself while we're gone, please. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's amazing. It's like a little robot.